What's up, everybody? Coach T Word here, coming to you today from Total Camo Fitness with the first episode of Mission Me. So, if you looked at the last video, you'll see that I talked about Motivation Mondays and getting your week started and just getting motivated about doing whatever it is you feel is necessary to make that week a success. So now this series is going to be separate from that. Today we're going to introduce how the series works, and it's hashtag Mission Me. So feel free to drop that in the comments if you watched the whole video. Hashtag Mission Me. The goal is mind, body, and soul with my program, and I'll give you a little bit of history of how we got here. So when I first decided to become a personal trainer, one thing I recognize is that body goals are really easy to achieve. If you put in the work, you can get there. And if you have a little bit of motivation, it could be a revenge body. You could be getting ready for an event, a competition. Maybe you're a young athlete and you're trying to get in shape to make a team because you couldn't make it the year before, or you're doing rehab. Whatever the case may be, you're going to find it fairly easy to reach a goal if you set it. The problem is once you get there, sometimes there's still other areas in life that can require some management. It could be the inner you, the essence of who you are, may still have some corrupt pieces, or just may have some broken pieces, or just things that are unfulfilled after you get to that goal. And then you wonder, well, what do I do from there? How can I get better? And the thing is, you attack the wrong end of the problem first. And this is me speaking from opinion. I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I'm not a counselor, but I do believe that as somebody who coaches individuals on personal training, that makes me a version of a life coach. That said, I take the time to learn about my clients, and I think that that's one of the most important things in me helping them reach the goals, because sometimes the sessions aren't lifting and sweating and just blood and sweat. It's just tears. Sometimes it's just getting through a mental blockage and helping them work through it. And part of it, the vehicle for that is the training. But at the end of the day, it's that person deciding to tap into whatever blockage they have, whatever is holding them back, and getting beyond it. And typically when we get to that point, we find that the results are longer lasting, they stick with the program longer, and they tend to have better success because they've broken down the barriers within their mind, within their heart. So a big thing that I say, if you'll go to my Instagram page and most of my social media pages and outlets, you'll see it says mind, body, and soul. So I'm going to break down what that means for me when it comes to life in general, not just training. Your mind is probably your most powerful tool, no matter how strong you get physically, because whatever you think, you can manifest that. So that M, mind, body, and soul can also be M for manifestation. So what you're doing is you're creating your own reality that's also reality for everything around you, because you're working within that space and you're manifesting the things that you desire and manifesting your needs being met as well. So manifestation is one, you'll hear people say, speak it into existence, and then you start to see them become successful. When I started the fitness business, that was one thing that I was big on. I always said, when the business gets better, when the business grows. It was always when. It wasn't if. It's always been when. And that's really paid off, being positive, even when things were slow. When I just had one client, and I love that client to death because she's been with me a very long time. But even when I had one client, I still always believed that the dream would continue to grow. I manifested the growth, and my belief in God really carried me through that period. So I believe that that's something that when I'm working with people, I work on the mind. You got to start to believe in you. You got to start to believe that whatever is out there for you, it's just a matter of you getting up and going to get it. Then we get to body. Body and soul, for some people, are going to be interchangeable. I was raised with a very religious background, so I believe that kind of soul actually comes first, because if your mind is right, your soul becomes open. And no matter what your beliefs are, we won't get into that, but when you open up to that higher power, your soul is fulfilled and your mind is clear, and you'll notice that your situation and your circumstances will start to change completely, because you're all in at that point. When your mind and soul is all in, you're good to go. You're already where you need to be. It doesn't matter what this physical form looks like. So for me, the soul part is tapping into the earth itself, tapping into that higher calling and walking in your purpose. And that's where I'm at right now. The couple of things that I do, I believe I was born to help people and be a coach and be a trainer. And I really get fulfillment from it. I enjoy it. It fills my heart. It fills my soul. You know what I mean? So it's important to me to have that going on. But then also IT is another thing I feel is part of my purpose. I'm able to touch so many people in these two different fields, and they're uniquely different. The people that I run into when I'm training are not necessarily the same people that I would encounter when I'm working with computers and IT in general. So I get to touch so many people, and I believe I was put here to touch people. I believe I was put here to be, kind of like a guide to help people get to the better version of them. Because there were people who came into my life and helped me become a better version of me. So it's a form of paying it forward. So I really enjoy that aspect of who I am. But getting into the body part, so we didn't mind this. So getting into the body part, the body is just, if those other two things are in order, the body is going to listen. It's like some people believe that you can think yourself into healing. I don't know how I feel about that exactly, but I do know that if your mind and soul are good, your body's going to start to respond a lot better. When I started to get mentally right and my soul was right, it was easy for me to go into the gym and just lock in. I could let my cares go, and just focus on that next lift, that next 8 reps, 10 reps, 12 reps, whatever, the next couple of sets. And it made a difference. My results in the gym were different. I didn't require any supplements or anything like that. I would go and get the creatine and all that different stuff. And prior to getting mentally and soulfully corrected and aligned, I was looking for all the tricks and all the different ways to just get the pump and get swole, I guess you could say. And it was just mild improvement. But when I locked in and I got the head right, man, it was just like, it's like a key. I found the key that was holding me back, and it just opened me up to so much more, so much better. And it just continued to grow, man, and here I am now. And that's what I like to offer to people when I work with them, is get that mind right, and get that body right, and get that soul right. And you just gotta start with the mind, though. I know that's the key factor, that manifestation, that mind being sharp and being prepared to tackle the world. And once you get there, and part of that is self-confidence and all that good stuff, when you get there, it really goes a long way. So I'm gonna summarize it here and say, when you see me again in episode 1 of the Mission Me series, we're gonna get into more in-depth each element, and then some other tips and tricks that I have. We're gonna take this journey together, and it's mostly prepared, but I left some open space on the end because based on your feedback, I'm going to add additional lessons, because there may be questions that you have that I don't address in one of the videos, and I want you to put that in the comment, #MissionMeQuestion, and I want you to let me know what you think, and tell me what you want to know about the process for me, what's been helpful for me, and we could really get a great discussion going here below this video and future videos, because I really want to be someone that can help others. And believe it or not, I'm prepared to learn from you all as well. There's always a lesson to be taught, and I'm always willing to adapt. And that's something that I'm going to advise to you between our next time we see each other, is be open to the lessons, be open to the world, be open to information, and then take your time and process. And let's start working on our minds a little bit more every day. Get 1% better every day. That's 365% better every year. So think about that. That's some good math, right? But I'm going to go ahead and close the video here. I thank you all so much for watching or listening on your drive or your commute or your lunch break. Thank you for providing this time to me to share with you and become a part of your life. I hope that you will subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, be sure to comment. In addition to that, be ready for the Motivation Monday series, and then also the Mission Me series is going to come midweek. I was going to do Wednesdays, but we're going to do Mission Me on Thursdays. I just think that gives us enough time in between Monday and Thursday to kind of digest the first episode and then get into something else, okay? So don't forget to go back and watch the previous videos. They're already at the top of the page. So this is your boy T-Word, aka Coach T-Word, with Total Camo Fitness. Thank you for your time. God bless.